what symptoms could we have looked out for to know that my sister has Down syndrome? I'd start by saying the neutral fold, that the skin that was folding here and was red, the one that my mom noticed when my sister was just born. That was a clear indicator of Down syndrome. The other thing was the gap between her toes that my mom was using a string to try and fold together, tie together to fuse the bone. That was another indicator of Down syndrome. Her flattened facial profile was a thing. And then her eyes were slanted upwards. She didn't have this nasal ridge, it was flat. And her tongue, she never closed her mouth. Her tongue was always outside because people with Down syndrome have a big tongue and it's kind of heavy, so it's always outside and their mouths are always open. Then she had small fingers with a deep crease, with one crease here. It was also an indicator. Then also now, because her neck was not firm, at 7 months the neck was not firm, and her muscle tone she was very small, but also because of her inability to feed well. So I've stated those symptoms in progression as she grew older. So those are some of the symptoms that we could have noticed, but also because for me I didn't have information. And when my parents discovered that my sister has Down syndrome, they didn't tell us immediately. I think there's that element of parents feeling like they want to protect their children from what they already know, because you're going to be hurt or you're going to feel bad or helpless. So coming from that perspective, I didn't know much. But in hindsight, I think for every parent watching this, and you are maybe keeping information from your child about your sisters, their siblings' condition, regardless of how bad or critical it is, it's important for them to know, because the change in lifestyle, you grieve a lot of things as well, because you will grieve not having a neurotypical sibling. You'll grieve, it will help you process what your sister is going through or their brother is going through, and in the process you're going to grieve, and then you're going to be able to be there for your sibling from a point where you are informed. Because I think that I really blamed myself for a lot of things, when in essence it was just symptoms of Down syndrome and there's nothing nobody could do about it. A lot of these things have impacted the reason why we have Gyozawazo today, and I'll discuss in the final bits in the next episode.